Gymnasts! Today is Superhero Day. If you would like, and you are not already in your superhero costume, you can pause the video now and go get changed. My name is Skittles, and I am so excited to be teaching your level 2 and up class today. Teaching from my home to yours is different because we would usually be in the gymnastics room, but we can still have fun from home. Let's all go warm up with my friend Lily Pad.
Hi Gymnasts, my name is Lily Pad and I will be leading us through our warm-up today. If you're outside like me, make sure that you have an adult's permission and closed-toed shoes on. If you're inside, you'll need a little bit of space around you where you can move around. You can move in place like me, or you can move in a small circle if you have enough room. Today, we're gonna do a basic level 2, 3, 4 warm-up, so we're not gonna play a game, we'll just get straight into it. We're gonna start by running. Make sure that you swing your arms while you run. And breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And let's jog. Now let's do some tippy toe walks or releve walks. We should be up tall on our toes with our arms reached up to the sky. And we want to try and keep our knees locked while we walk so that way they're not bending. They should stay straight the entire time. And we'll do step kicks. Keep your legs straight, your standing leg and your kicking leg. Kicking up some stuff out here. And don't forget to breathe. And let's do some hops. Great job. Bend your knees when you land to cushion your ankles. And we'll do some bear crawls. Our legs should be completely straight in our bear crawls. Again, you can do this in place like me, or you can do it in a small circle. Let's go ahead and skip. Get those knees up high. Swing your arms. And now we're going to transition into high knees. So high knees are just like running if you've never done them before, except you're going to bring your knees up to stomach level. Ready? These ones really get you moving, so don't forget to breathe. And butt kickers. Keep breathing. And walk. Take this time to breathe. Make sure you take a water break before getting started with your lesson.
Thanks Lily Pad for leading warm up. Before we start, make sure you clear your space. Today, for equipment, you will need a wide open space to do handstands and a wall that's clear of things so you don't hit or break anything. You can work with an adult to find a good area that will be safe for you to both stretch and do the skills lesson today. We're going to start with some stretching. Let's sit in our pike shape with our legs straight out in front, toes pointed, reach way up tall and reach for your toes. Try and keep your legs super straight and go as low as you can. If you can reach really, really far down, try and get your nose all the way to your knees. Now, let's flex our feet. If you can reach all the way to your toes, grab them and lift your heels up off the ground. If you cannot reach this far, reach as far down on your legs as you can and keep your feet flexed. You should feel a stretch on the bottom of your legs. Now let's go to our straddle shape. legs apart, toes pointed still, and legs really straight. Reach way up tall and reach to one foot. You can try and get your nose to your knee again here if you can. Otherwise, just reach as far as you can. Reach up, and let's reach to the other foot. Reach up and reach to the middle. Try and keep your knees so that they face the ceiling. Don't let your legs turn in. If you can get your stomach all the way flat, you should do that. Let's put our legs back together and we'll stretch our shoulders. Try and get your pinky fingers close together behind you and walk your hands as far back as you can. While we're doing this stretch with our shoulders, let's stretch our ankles too. We can flex them and point our toes. Keep flexing and pointing, and flex and point. Point one and flex the other, and switch, switch, switch. And we'll roll our ankles in a circle, and roll them going the other way. And shake your arms out a little bit. Let's take one arm, put it across our chest, grab it with the other and pull it close. Here you should feel a stretch kind of back in your shoulder. Do the other arm. Next we'll take one arm and put it up and bend it. Grab it, your elbow with your other arm and pull. Here you should get a stretch right about here. We'll hold it for about 5 seconds and then we'll switch to the other arm. Let's switch, bend the other arm, grab your elbow and pull. Great. Next we're going to do some head circles. When you do this, you can sit up tall or you can stand up, and we're going to get our head all the way down to so that our chin reaches our chest, and then we'll stretch all the way back as far as you can and go back down and look to the ceiling, and we'll go around in a little circle with our head. Make sure you're doing this slowly, don't go too fast. And let's go around the other way. Now let's get ready for our lunge, for our splits. Whichever leg you want to put out in front is totally fine. Make sure it's straight, and without moving your foot, we're going to bend our knee and put our hands on our knee. Have your chest up tall. Make sure your back leg is straight behind you. You can do that by looking down and making sure it's not crooked, and we'll push our hips forwards as far as you can. We'll hold for about 5 more seconds. Straighten your leg again, reach up tall, try and balance. And we're going to reach all the way down for our foot. If you can, get your nose to your knee. This is another good time to make sure that your leg is straight behind you and not out to the side. And we'll hold for about 5 more seconds again. And let's slide down into our split as low as you can go. Make sure that the back knee is tucked under. You don't want your leg to be out to the side here. Back knee under. This knee should be facing the ceiling. And hold. Try and get your chest up. Don't lean forwards. And let's switch to the other leg lunge. Other leg out in front. Don't move your foot, just bend your knee and put both hands on your knee. Let's take this time to check our back knee. My foot is directly behind my leg where it should be. Let's straighten our front leg, reach our arms up and try and balance. And reach for your foot. Remember, keep your legs straight here. Try and get your nose all the way down to your knee if you can. And let's slide down to our split. Check for your first leg that's in front facing the ceiling. Your toes are pointed and then your back knee is tucked under so it's completely on the floor. 5 more seconds. Good job. Let's go to our frog stretch. Here we have our knees apart. We'll go down on our elbows and go as low as we can. Remember to try and have your body in a straight line going from your knees to your hips to your other knee. Now we'll go into our straddle split. Try and have a straight line from your foot to your hips to your other foot. If you can go down low enough, you can get your elbows down on the ground. If you can go down super low, then you can have your hands all the way out to the side and your belly flat. We'll hold for 5 more seconds and then we'll stretch our wrists for our bridge. Come out. And let's stretch wrists really quickly. Hands out in front like this. We'll put them down and rock back and forth a couple of times. Let's put our hands this way. Rock again. And hands like this. And rock. Great. Now let's make some spaghetti and some meatballs. And we'll put some cheese on top. And let's go into our bridge. Lay on your back with knees bent. Have your elbows up to the ceiling and we're gonna push our stomach up. If you can, I want you to try and get your knees together, your feet together, and your legs straight. Push up. And come down. Grab both knees and rock and roll. This time when we do our bridge, we're going to lift our favorite leg up in the air, hold for 5, we'll put that leg down, and then we'll put our other favorite leg up in the air and hold for 5. Ready? And push up to your bridge. Lift one leg up, try and make it straight. It's okay if you can't lift it very high, even if it's down here, that's great. Let's switch to the other leg. 3, 4, 5, and come down. Grab your knees and we'll rock and roll again. That's all I have for stretching. Next, we're going to start our skills lesson. Now that we've stretched, we're going to learn handstands in a very technical way today. Make sure you have enough room to do handstands on the floor, and then make sure you have an area on the wall where there are no pictures or shelves nearby where you could either hurt yourself or something that's on the wall. You can talk with an adult to try and get the best space for you. We're going to start by talking about our feet when we start our lunge for handstands. It's important to make sure that you have your feet slightly turned out. That means your heels are together and your toes are facing outwards. We never in gymnastics have our toes facing towards each other and our heels facing out, which is called turning your feet in. When you do a lunge for your handstand, it's important that you don't have your foot turned in. You want to make sure both feet are a little bit turned out. In your lunge with one foot in front, the other foot in back, make sure you have just a very slight turnout. For your lunge, you want your back leg to be completely straight and your front leg to be bent, and your arms should be by your ears. We're going to talk about something that I refer to as pinching and peeking. Some other coaches that you've worked with might call it something different, but pinching and peeking means that your shoulders are pinching your ears and that you're peeking for your thumb. It's common for people when they're first learning how to do a handstand to have their arms by their ears, but they're not pinching here, and then to have their head sticking completely out like this, and that causes you to have an arch in your belly. When you have your arms by your ears and you're pinching and you just peek for your finger, you don't have your head sticking out, and that way you can keep your ribs in and your hips tucked under. Let's start today by learning our handstand shape laying flat on the ground. If you're on the ground with your legs straight and your arms up by your ears, you can see there's kind of a natural arch that happens where your ribs are. I can put my hand all the way under my back and wave to you. We don't want that shape in our handstand, so it's important that you try and pull your ribs in down to the floor, and then you're going to also at the same time tuck your hips under. Now I'm unable to get my hand underneath my back. Try this with me. Get your ribs in, your hips tucked under, and your arms straight on the ground and above your head. You can ask an adult, if you have one around, to try and help you, and they can test and try and get their hand underneath your back and see if it can fit. Let's try it again one more time. Lay on your back, arms up by your ears. You can put your hand underneath right now and wave hello to me. And now let's get our ribs in and our hips tucked under so that you can no longer fit a hand underneath your back. Mine won't go in. Great job. Now let's go back to our lunge shape that we talked about in the beginning. Whichever foot is your favorite foot, put in front. Make sure your feet are turned out just slightly. Bend the front leg, the back leg is straight, and we can start already pinching and peeking a little bit. Let's practice a couple of levers together. Remember, when you do your lever, you want your body to stay in a straight line the whole time. So as your arms start to go, your leg is going to lift as well. That way, you look like a teeter-totter, going up and down. Let's do 5 together. Start in our lunge, and let's teeter-totter 1, and go back into that strong lunge. To make your lunge very strong, you want to focus on pressing your heel all the way down to the ground. Let's do 4 more. That's 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Great job. We're going to talk about our hands a little bit next. You want to make sure that your hands are completely flat when you're doing a handstand. It's common that some people will try and use their thumb a little bit in their handstand, but that puts your weight not where it's supposed to be. You want your weight around here and using your fingertips to grip the floor. When you do a handstand, you might see your fingers doing this. That's really good. That means you're doing it correctly. Let's try a couple of levers with a hop, focusing on pinching and peeking and also gripping with our fingers. Let's do only 3 of these together today. Ready? Let's start in our lunge. Our front leg is bent, our back leg is straight, and my feet are turned out a little bit, but not a lot. Pinch and peek, and let's do 3. 1. Remember to grip the floor with your fingers. I'm gonna tuck my shirt in. Let's cut that part out. I tucked my shirt in. Okay, starting again. And 2. And 1 more. 3. Great job. Next, we're going to do some handstands against the wall so that we can really focus on our body shape while we're in the air. And that I mean by pulling our ribs in and our seat tucked under so we can get our body to look as much as a straight line as we can. So I'm going to move them to here. Tuck my shirt in, sorry. Okay, now we're going to walk our feet up a wall and we're going to focus on having the correct body shape. Put your hands down, walk your feet up, and let's bring our hands in so that they're close to the wall. If you feel comfortable doing this, if not, you can have your hands a little bit far apart. Let's focus now on pinching and peeking, our ribs in and our hips tucked under. Now, let's relax, arch our back, and stick our head out. That's what we don't want to see. Now let's grow tall, pinch and peek, get your ribs in and your hips tucked under, and let's take a little break because it's pretty hard to hold a handstand for a long time, especially with a cape on. Shake your arms out a little bit, and let's hold it again one more time. All right, walk your feet up the wall. And bring your hands in. Grow tall, pinch and peek, ribs in and hips flat, and relax and arch. Stick your butt out, stick your head out, and grow tall, and come down. Shake your arms out a little bit, that was pretty tough. Now let's go back and we'll try some away from the wall. Now let's finish with some conditioning. Since it's superhero day, we're going to do some superhero conditioning. We're going to start with a hollow hold and then we're going to go into a Superman or woman pose. When you do your hollow hold, we're going to start in a laying position. Lift your shoulders off the ground and your feet so that your back is flat, similar to how we did our handstand shape. And we're gonna hold this for 10 seconds, then we'll roll over and we'll do our Superman where we lift your legs and your arms. Let's get ready for our hollow hold shape. We'll hold for 10, then 20, then 30, and then we'll go back down. Ready? And lift and hold. Remember to try and keep your back flat. If you think it's too easy to do just a hollow hold like this, you can put your arms up by your ears and that makes it a little bit harder. And here you can practice pinching as well. Let's see, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll over onto our stomach and let's lift into our Superman hold and we'll hold for 10. Here, make sure that your head is neutral. Don't stick it up or down. It should be in between your ears. And relax. Now I'm going to count and we'll hold for 20 seconds each way. Ready? And go up to your hollow hold. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Keep holding, you're doing great. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and roll over. Ready? And Superman, go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Remember to breathe when you're holding. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, and we'll roll over to our back, and we'll hold a hollow hold for 30 whole seconds. Ready? and up and hold. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Keep going, you're doing awesome. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's do a quick seal stretch after that one because it was a really long time to hold it. My abs are hurting a little bit. And let's get ready for our Superman hold. Try and keep your feet together and up and hold. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, halfway there, keep holding. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Awesome job. These are pretty hard to hold for a long time. Let's do our hollow hold for 20 seconds. Then we'll go to 10 seconds doing each hollow and arch. Ready? And let's take 3 deep breaths before we start. 1, 2, 1 more, and go up and we'll hold for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, good job, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over, and we'll do our Superman or Superwoman hold, and go up, and 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, deep breath. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. One more each way, and it's just 10 seconds each, so we got this one. And hollow hold up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over. Last time for our Superman hold. And up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Really good job, everyone. Those are pretty hard. You should have learned how to do lemon squeezers before if you've been watching these videos regularly. I'm going to reintroduce them again today, and then we're going to do 20 of them together. For a hollow hold, you start in your hollow shape. I'm sorry. For your lemon squeezer, you start in your hollow shape, and then you tuck your legs and you bring your chest up so that you're squeezing a lemon if there was one on your stomach. Let's do 20 together. Ready? And 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, halfway, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep going, 2, and 1. Great job, everyone. Make sure that you've been drinking lots of water, especially if it's really hot out. And be sure to tune in next time for Crazy Hair Day. Bye!
Thank you for joining us for Gymnastics at Your Home with Kid Spirit. Gymnastics is such an important skill. Your child is learning balance, coordination, agility. They're building their confidence as they work through things that they thought they couldn't do. Might have been something that they were afraid of, so it's so important. Be sure to subscribe. Watch our future episodes. We'll have an episode out every week. Below, you'll see our webpage, you'll see our email. Be sure to let us know what you'd like to see in future episodes. If you like this, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Thumbs down won't offend us. We want your feedback. Be sure to give us your comments below. Share, subscribe. Thank you for joining Gymnastics for Your Home from Kid Spirit.